Do you know what a flexitarian is? Or what about a pescatarian? There's a number of different titles for different foodies. In other words, foodies come in all shapes, sizes, and tags. But it's the word flexitarian. Back in a second. Hi, Fee here, the healthy vegan author and creator of the resource website goldcardvegan.com. Now, as a vegan, I take great interest in what is going on in the world of food. And one word that has been popping up over the years is flexitarian. I'm certainly hoping that this word is going to be just a fad, a bit like the word yuppie. And for those of you who are too young to know what a yuppie is, it was a word that was made popular in the 80s. There are a couple of different versions of what the letters stand for. Young urban professional or young upwardly mobile professional. Both were attributed to the young ambitious professional person working in the city. Mind you, the second one to me spells yump. Maybe too close for chump for it to stick. But I digress. Getting back to flexitarian. Before I explain the meaning, which you probably already know, I thought I'd give you my version of the definitions of different foodies that have come into our vocabulary. So first of all, we've got carnivore. Only eats meat, reserved more for the animal kingdom, although there are a few people who do attempt to follow this, much to the detriment of their health. We are not wired to be exclusively meat eaters. Omnivore. Generally the most people in the population. They eat everything: red meat, white meat, fish, chicken, vegetables, McDonald's, KFC, the list goes on. Pescatarian. That is a person who is meat, or his meat choice is fish. Now there's several others which involve things to do with if somebody eats just eggs, or somebody eats fish and chicken, or just chicken, etc. And then we get on to the more normal ones, which is vegetarian. But this one I find very odd, because a true vegetarian is pure plant-based, veggie. It's like, what part of vegetarian incorporates dairy or any animal protein at all? However, society has deemed that vegetarians may not eat meat of any kind, but they can eat dairy products and eggs. So plant-based. Now this is the true vegetarian, 100% plants. It differs from the vegan, which I'll tell you in a sec, as the food is typically chosen for health reasons. And then we have vegan. Doesn't eat anything that comes from an animal, bird, or sea creature. Vegans also believe that animals should not be used for any purpose, be that food, clothing, experiments, entertainment, work, etc. Veganism is a lifestyle choice, and it's more the lifestyle than it is the food. And then you've got the raw foodie. This is a vegan who doesn't cook anything. There is a limit to the amount of heat they can use. I think it's around 48 degrees Celsius. But I don't dismiss this. I've eaten raw food. It is absolutely delicious. And if I had lots of money, I would have a raw food chef, 2 or 3 times a week. But the newest one I've heard is sufficitarian. Now, these are people who are perhaps a bit more pragmatic and believe in distributive justice. In other words, rather than being concerned with inequalities, they aim at making sure each of us has enough. Their aim regarding the ethics of avoiding animal product is not to be absolute vegan or maximally vegan, but to be sufficiently vegan. This means making as much effort that is feasible to reduce harm to animals for the sake of diet. Now, personally, I believe vegans already do this, make as much effort that is feasible. So I really don't see the point of using this word. Now, the flexitarian, which is what I've entitled this little vlog on, This supposedly eats vegetarian or vegan meals interspersed with meat. However, they can be mostly meat meals with the occasional plant-based option, or mainly plant-based with the odd bit of meat thrown in for good measure. So, for example, one week the Flexitarian may have the normal omnivore meals with, say, 2 days being meat-free. The next week it could be all plant-based meals with, say, perhaps one fish dinner or perhaps a bit of chicken for lunch. The word flexitarian seems to have been overtaken with the word reducitarian. Now, these are people who are flexible in their choices, but aim to reduce the amount of animal products they consume, and this seems to be the way the world is heading. And so I would like to say that this person is going to end up being predominantly plant-based. For me, all these labels are fine, but there are only kind of 4 main ones. You've got the omnivore, you've got a vegetarian, you have a plant-based, and you have a vegan. The rest are just trying to score points and look trendy. So let's hope that the word flexitarian will go into the same historical box as the word yuppie. Actually, flexitarian is quite a yuppie word. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got something from this video, please share it and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, clicking the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And remember to have great food, make it whole plant-based, and be compassionate to all animals, including humans. Oh, and the reducitarians, and the flexitarians, and all of the others. Bye for now.